Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? Well, it's not really morning, but hey, this video comes out in the morning, so hey, we'll say good morning. I hope you're having a great morning and you got your coffee and you're ready to rock, make the most of your day. Anyway, I am here in Sturgeon Falls to do what I do everywhere. Too many people ignore these sights. They are the most precious sights we have in this great nation of ours. So hats off. Thank you for your service and your dedication to my great country, to your great country, and the preservation of freedom and peace. Through your dedication, I get to enjoy being the prosperous. Shout out the wind. I get to enjoy the prosper and prosper. So I will never forget. Thank you. Oh, shoot. It's really difficult to get an angle to read these names. Let's see if I can get an angle somewhat. Here, I'll try and reach up so we can see the names. Let's see if we can back that out a little bit. Oh, it's really difficult. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the names that I cannot read on this list. You deserve as much honor as everyone else on this list. Never forget your sacrifice. Canada stands proud because of your sacrifice. Thank you. God, I love that flag.
Sometimes I feel weak, I can't move my feet. Now we're miles away. Sometimes I can't breathe, so effortlessly you left me with nothing.
Thank you for your service, sir. So, I'm still here at the memorial. Yes, still have my hat off. Out of respect for the location. Oh wow, that's kind of wild. The wind is blowing the water over the top. It's amazing, you know. I raised my kids in this town of Sturgeon Falls. You can tell this is a brand spanking new fence. Okay. You used to be able to walk down there. They would sound a horn when they were going to open those gates. And you had time to get out of there. You used to be able to walk right down here, right out onto there, stand by the water, out onto these rocks. And you know, yes, there were accidents. People, you know, had made stupid things, done stupid things. People do stupid things all the time. The amount we go to protect people's stupidity, it's just outrageous. Yes, I'm putting my hat back on. I'm not on those grounds anymore. It's back there. Anyway, that's not what today's video is about. Today's video, I actually want to. I saw Polyev on his YouTube channel put out this video.
To do with a terror attack plotted in Toronto, and one of the two men charged with plotting the terror attack in Toronto, he came to Canada from abroad and became a citizen after he's alleged to have appeared in an ISIS video dismembering a prisoner of ISIS. would you dedicate more resources to security screening in the immigration and citizenship system?
Yes. Justin Trudeau spends our resources trying to ban plastic straws and hunting rifles, while he opens our borders up to potential terrorists and other security risks. We have, in this case, an alleged ISIS terrorist who seems to have appeared in a video mutilating another human being, cutting another human being to pieces on a crucifix in the Middle East, and then this person who allegedly did this act was granted access to this country and has been newly charged with another alleged terrorist offense on our soil. Justin Trudeau is not worth the risk and the danger. His radical, reckless policies are putting Canadian lives at risk. A Poilievre-led, common-sense Conservative government will secure our borders to keep the terrorists out and keep our nation strong and free. Thank you very much.
And frankly, you know, it sounds fantastic. And it sounds, you know, responsible and pointing the finger at Trudeau. The problem is, it's all politics. It's not reality. It's not a real conversation about a serious issue in Canada regarding terrorists in our country. Terrorists allowed to immigrate to our country. This is not a serious conversation. This is pure politics by Poilievre. Okay? And this really annoys me. And I try, you know, to be as fair as possible. So when you say stupid stuff, you need to be called out. You're playing politics with this. And I've watched the committee meetings, and you know, they're all trying to point fingers at each other. You need to stop pointing fingers and start discussing why terrorists were allowed to immigrate to Canada. Okay? Yes, there's a very good possibility that he came under Trudeau's watch. Okay? There is a very good possibility of this. I won't deny it. But there's just as likely a very good possibility that he came under Harper's watch. And that's what the Liberals were trying to say. Although, the funny part is, they actually have that information. They're just not telling anyone. They want to play politics. Both sides of them. Okay? The Liberals and the Conservatives are playing politics with such a serious issue. Okay? Let me try and show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. I'm going to try to remember to put some things on the screen, but if I don't, just bear with me here. Okay, in 2014, okay, the Conservatives brought in 13,000 refugees into Canada. 13,000. Okay. And Trudeau in 2015, his policy of, you know, inviting 25,000 refugees into Canada, ended up bringing in 6,000, 6,500, somewhere in that ballpark, refugees into Canada. Okay. So that's about half of what they did in 2013. But you see, the total for the year of 2015 was 16,000. So 10,000 were actually invited in by the Conservatives, by the Harper government. Okay? Pardon me. So the Harper government invited 10,000 in, and Trudeau brought in 6,000 more at the end of the year. Because Trudeau never took control of our government until December 3rd of 2015. So for January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, that was all conservatives. Now, it's already discovered that this terrorist immigrated to Canada in 2015. They won't give the date that he immigrated or that he was approved to come into Canada. But in 2015, oh, looks like there's a homeless encampment down here. I'm not going to go walking down into it. In 2015, the Conservatives had control of immigration for 11 months out of the year. Now, yes, the Liberals came into power and immediately started pumping in 6,000 more refugees. Okay, that's a fair argument, you know. Hey, you guys invited in 6,000, but for 11 months you invited in, the Conservatives invited in 10,000. No one wants to admit who invited this particular person, even though it's right on his documentation. Matter of fact, it'll even say the approving officer who approved this immigration. Okay? The other part you're leaving out, if you want to play politics, then let's play politics with it. Okay? It was the UN. The UN that begged Canada to take these 25,000 people. The UN of Canada, or UN, gave Canada the list of refugees to accept. Okay? So you want to play politics? Fine, let's play politics. It's the UN who actually dictated this. Okay? Trudeau, yes, okay, he's incompetent. And I don't expect him to be competent in... Yeah, no doubt, eh? That used to be public land down there. Matter of fact, if you look on the map, that's actually a park on the other side of this fence. Anyway, sorry, distraction. The UN are the ones that gave Canada the list of refugees to accept into Canada from the Syrian and Iraq war. Okay, Trudeau, yes, his incompetence is renowned. His ability to make announcements but actually follow through appropriately is not existent. Okay, just take the passports, for example. Like, how messed up was that? Okay, people just actually asked to do their job and they couldn't do it. It's every step of the way, like everything that they do. You know, they announce all these millions and billions of dollars for housing. It's not even their department, which he was accurate when he said that originally, but then all of a sudden changed his mind and says, oh, we're going to get involved. Well, it's not federal government's department, but you guys, sure. Anyway, so yes, there is some legitimate concerns to the Liberals' level of incompetence in this situation. But to claim that the Liberals brought him in without giving us any concrete proof of that, just claiming it. Okay? Yes, this used to be a public park back in there. Still on the map as a park. But now it's no trespassing. Yeah, okay. I think that's because of the homelessness. Anyway, just to claim that is just playing politics with with terrorists. And I'm sorry, when it comes to terrorism, I don't give a two shits whether you invited them in or they invited them in. I care about how the process was ignored and allowed that to happen. Okay? This man was on video in 2015 performing a heinous act towards an enemy of theirs. Okay? There's no way in the world that person should have ever had immigration status or refugee status anywhere. That's incompetence beyond belief. I don't know why, but whatever. So, Polyev, you still have my vote, but you're really, really pushing me and pushing the envelope a little too hard, you're winning. You have this in the bag. You are Prime Minister in waiting. Do not fall for these little traps. And do not make false claims because you feel you can score a couple of points. This is a serious issue, okay? And it needs serious adult conversations over. I'm coming back on those lands. I'm taking my hat off. These are serious conversations that need to happen, okay, by adults. Not partisan, and not crap. For all these men gave their lives so we could have an amazing, free, democratic society. And all you want to do is play politics. Stop playing politics. Find out who was responsible. Find out why this failure happened and fix the problem. I say it was both of yous. Because by the time Trudeau took office, okay, he only had a month. How much change did he make in the immigration in order to import terrorists? What?
Hey you, I'm feeling it so. Hey you, now where do you go? Hey you, should let it flow. I do think you care. Do you
Welcome to the fringe.
care?